Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Thursday, the 5th day of October, 2023. I hope you're all safe and healthy today. I hope your family is also safe and healthy, and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, who work along with the first responders in saving lives every day, and those that pick up garbage for us, doing dirty work to keep places clean and disease free, as well as those that make humble work of keeping us with our mail and with our food, making those deliveries for us that we need. And those also double blessings on the men and women out here trying to help rescue and deliver the teenagers and children that are the victims of child molestation, pedophilia, child snatching, and blessings also upon those helping the people that are stuck in prostitution and the unfortunate victims of child prostitution, the victims also of pornography and the unfortunate victims of child pornography, the victims of human trafficking and sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators of these things, double curses on those who profit from these things, and double curses on the perverts who create these industries. Finally, double blessings on the homeless. There are nearly 600,000, 580,000 men, women, and children, increasingly more senior citizens, homeless on the streets of the United States of America, and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. Today, we're going to talk a little bit more about our boy, Q-Dog, and how important he is to the 23-24 New York Knicks. See, first of all, it's not like y'all know watching this channel. I'm not surprised he's starting. I never doubted he was going to start. I thought he was supposed to start last year at the beginning of the season. But Thibs being Thibs, he started off with Evan Fournier until Evan Fournier's defensive liabilities were such that he had to make a change. And he did. And when he did, the Knicks went on a streak. Okay, big winning streak, couple winning streaks, and ended up, as Thibs said, 37-22 down the stretch. One of the big pieces to that was including Quentin Grimes in the lineup, in the starting lineup. The big thing this year, though, and all of us, and a lot of us, let me not say all, but a lot of us in Knicks Nation who are Grimes fans of his talent, his work ethic, his possibilities with the Knicks, we are stuck comparing him between a modern era Allan Houston, and some people have gone so far as to say Klay Thompson. I'm not ready to do that yet, but modern era Allan Houston. But one guy I didn't think about until this summer was JJ Reddick. And this is the thing about JJ Reddick. When he got to his prime in the NBA, he developed, and we're going to talk more a little bit about that in a second, but he developed coming out of Duke. He gets to the NBA, and he's now not just a spot-up shooter, but he's a guy that has constant movement, almost like John Havlicek style, constant movement without the basketball, and then being able to catch and shoot on an elite level. That was JJ Reddick. So that he could change the course of a game by doing that, especially if you remember with him in Philly. This was even after his prime. But of course, one of the things about Reddick is that he was always in tremendous shape because he was doing a lot of running during the game. But when he was playing in Philly, he has Joel Embiid there. He had Ben Simmons at the time. And he's running off of screens. And the defense has to respect Embiid and Simmons. And he was killing off the picks, running off the picks and screens and hitting those jump shots off the move. Quentin Grimes has that same ability, and he was working with that same man this summer. Now, this is the thing. A lot of people want to give you this, well, Thibs finally woke up. Some of y'all, look, Thibs is a pro coach. He's been a pro coach for 20 years. Some of y'all need to recognize, you don't know what he knows. He has forgotten most of what he's forgotten, you don't even know yet. This is the thing. You don't bring a rookie in and put all that on him right away. Development is step by step and not skipping steps. First step was to get him as a rookie to get used to the pro game, which he did. He hurt himself. That set him back a little bit. Second year was to exploit the most important part of a Thibs team, defense. That's what cost Evan Fournier his starting job. It wasn't his shooting, his lack of shooting. It was his lack of defense. With Thibs, it's no defense, no bueno. Remember that. And so Grimes, last year, the focus was his defense. Using him as a defensive ace in his second year in the league, which is rarely done. Very few rookies are ready in their second year to be defensive aces unless they can't shoot. Like, that's what they do. Like, defense is all they do, like Jeremy Sohan, right? But most of the time, rookies don't just pick up defense. Second year guys don't pick it up. It takes time. But Quentin was already one of the best perimeter defenders on the Knicks and in the league last year. He could guard guys like Jimmy Butler when other pros with more experience like Josh Hart could not. This year, now you progress to the next level. You got to let the kid progress. The next level is getting him more involved in the offense. See, there was a lot of trade scenarios with two guards. A lot of y'all tripping for Levine and all of this. We didn't need him. We got Q-Dog, and I kept telling you, we got Q-Dog. Some of y'all still didn't get it, still don't get it. We got the dude. We just need to let him develop. And Thibs is doing an excellent job in developing him. And this year, the next level for Quentin Grimes is to become JJ Reddick. JJ Reddick with a couple of extra wrinkles. What am I talking about? JJ Reddick, like I said, could run all night. Run off screens all night. And kill you with that jumper. Q-Dog has that ability. But what most people don't recognize, and I still don't understand how you can't see it, he can kill you off the dribble. He can play make off of that. So in other words, running off the screen, catching it, you better guard him. But if you come out and close him too fast, he can go on you. That first step is lightning with Quentin Grimes. He can get by you and he can create. This opens up a whole bunch of situations for the Knicks because now you have to respect Jalen Brunson. You have to respect Julius Randle because if you don't, they're going to kill you. But now that opens up the door for Quentin Grimes. Offensively, a lot of y'all focus on that. Offensively, you can rejoice because this is going to be something else with Q-Dog after having worked out. And he mentioned it yesterday, and they asked him. He said, I've been working with JJ Reddick, otherworldly. He talked about his work ethic and his preparation and his physical ability to be in shape. He said, otherworldly. And Q-Dog has that same desire. He has that same jump shot. Now, Thibs is ready to add wrinkles. That's what continuity does for you. You got guys that know your system now. They know what's expected of them. And now you can add wrinkles. The biggest wrinkle this year is Quentin Grimes. Okay? And he is not going to lose his starting spot to Dante or anyone else. Why? Because he's still, even if he goes 0 for 20, he's still the best perimeter defender you got out there. Period. As long as you're playing that high level of defense for Thibs, he's not going to take you out the lineup. Period. Y'all remember Reggie Bullock? You remember Elfrid Payton? Elfrid Payton sometimes couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, but he started. Why? Defense. Defense first. Okay? So he ain't going to lose that spot. In fact, I said it when he was drafted. I say it now. He's your two guard for the next 10 years. And this is a good thing because he could be an all-star, an all-NBA player. JJ Reddick said he's expecting Quentin Grimes to be in the running for most improved this year. That's development. Step by step without skipping a step. That's development. Okay? That's development right there. And for the Knicks, the development of this one kid, you keep everything else the same. Everything. If everybody performed the same they did last year, but you start running some plays. Last year, Grimes averaged about 8-9 shots a game. 8.5 to be exact. You raise that now to 12, 14, 15 shots a game. You have this kid running off picks and screens and stuff. Lights out. Lights out. Then, because he's going to be tired, even you watch Julius Randle, and again, Julius is learning to play both sides of the ball, but oftentimes Julius saved his energy for the offensive end, and we all saw, sometimes he played Matador D because he's saving his energy for the offensive end. He don't got to do that because he's going to have lots of help. But Quentin Grimes may have to do that because he's not going to save his energy. He's going to go hard both sides. This is where Donte DiVincenzo comes in, because you're going to have our boy running off screens. You're going to have him guarding the other team's best perimeter scorer. And he's going to get tired. But he's still young, but he's going to get tired. You're going to need a Donte DiVincenzo to come off the bench and give him that 20 minutes. Between Donte can play the 2 or the point or the 3. You're going to have him doing all of that. You're going to have Quentin playing the 2 or the 3. But already Quentin said that this is what he said, him and Thibs had a conversation about his next progression, his next move. This includes him getting the ball more. This includes him getting plays called for him. This is great. I'm excited. I've been excited when they drafted this boy, and I'm very excited now. Because now we're at the stage where it's time for him to take that next step. And let me tell you something. It's going to be an adjustment. You're going to see games where he goes 1 for 10. But then you're going to see games where he hits 5, 6, 7 threes. You're going to see games like that. Okay? It's a progression. Okay? And then next summer, this is the next progression. But for right now, this right here, this is good news. And then again, having a DiVincenzo coming behind him. This is really good, y'all. This is really good. So there's going to be lineups where you're going to have a small ball lineup. You're going to have a IQ. Remember now, last year, we did a video on this. The best combination the Knicks had last year was when Emmanuel Quickley was on the floor with Quentin Grimes. There was no other 2 combination, and if you look at the best 5-man combinations for the Knicks, 4-man combinations for the Knicks, 3-man combinations for the Knicks, it always includes those 2 dudes. That's no coincidence. So if you have Q out there with IQ, and then you throw in a Donte, you throw in a Brunson, you could put Q Dog at the point or off guard. You can have Q Dog at the point, Quentin Grimes out there with Donte. You could have RJ out there with 2 of them cats. This year, this is going to be lethal. I'm telling y'all, this is going to be lethal. And so I'm excited about it. Now, on the flip side too, we're talking about Donte DiVincenzo. So I don't know. I mean, Donte is a solid NBA player. There's no doubt. He's a winning NBA player. There's no doubt about that either. He showed he could shoot the rock. Now, he's not Stephen Curry, but he could shoot the ball. Okay? And I'm not sure, honestly. He's never been, to me, when I see guys extremely exploited, I know they can't play no defense or not trying. That's not him. So we're going to see, though, this year how good a defense he has. That's going to be something. I'm very confident he's better than Evan Fournier defensively. I'm very confident in that. But we're going to see how good a defense is, because if he's not, I can tell you right now, he's not Quentin Grimes defensively. He's not. But that's not saying something bad about him, because I'm telling you, Grimes is one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. So that's not saying nothing. But can he defend at a level, at least like an IQ? IQ is a good defender. Can he do that? If he can do that, shoot, we got something. And then, of course, we still got Deuce waiting in the wings. So, yeah, we good. And I wish somebody's still coming up. We need to go after Bogdanovich or this one. Will y'all stop? What's wrong with some of y'all? We don't need to go after nobody right now. We got the squad. We good. Just let them play. Y'all enjoy your Thursday. So.